Hello everybody and welcome to the previews of the final round of the Six Nations, and there's a lemonade bottle sitting there. I'll just move that out your way. And it's the first game up. You can tell by the flags behind you. It is Wales versus Italy at the Principality, and this is actually a huge game. I think going into the Six Nations, quite a few people said this is the anti-wooden spoon game, and it is to a certain extent, but especially for Italy, this game could mean so much more. But I'll get into that in a second. For now, as usual, if you know how this works by now, I'm going to run through the teams. So we're going to start off with the home team, which is Wales. So for Wales, we have 1 Gareth Thomas, 2 Elliot Dee, 3 Dylan Lewis, 4 David Jenkins, 5 Adam Beard, 6 Alex Mann, 7 Tommy Reffell, 8 Aaron Wainwright, 9 Thomas Williams, 10 Sam Costello, 11 Rio Dyer, 12 Nick Tompkins, 13 George North, 14 Josh Adams, and 15 Cameron Winnett. Now, this is George North's final game. I presume you've all seen by now, but George North is retiring after the Six Nations, so Saturday is going to be his last international game. So yeah, he'll want a big win there. But apart from that, about as strong as Wales can go, I would imagine all teams will be about as strong as they can be. But yeah, moving on to the bench now for the Welsh, we have 16 Lloyd, 17 Mateus, 18 O'Connor, 19 Rowlands, 20 Martin, 21 Hardy, 22 Lloyd, and 23 Grady. So again, pretty strong Welsh team, not too dissimilar from the teams they've been putting out. But no, Wales will want a big game. Obviously, they've not won a game yet. They've come close a couple of times, only losing by 1 or 2 to both Scotland and England, but not quite getting it done. And then some slightly less tight score lines against Ireland and France. But we shall move on to the Italians now. We have 1 Danilo Fischetti, 2 Gianmarco Nocchietra, I cannot talk, 3 Simeone Ferrari, 5 Nicolo Canoni, 5 Federico Ruza, 6 Sebastian Negri, 7 Michael Lamaro, 8 Lorenzo Canoni, 9 Stephen Varney, 10 Paolo Garbisi, 11 Monte Ioani, 12 Tommaso Menicello, 13 Juan Caglo Brex, 14 Lewis Leinach, and 15 Lorenzo Pani. So that is right, ladies and gentlemen, no Capuzzo. I don't know why, I just can't think at the minute. But yeah, no Capuzzo. Maybe Zell again, I can't recall him going off injured against Scotland last week or anything like that, so who knows. But again, pretty strong Italian team. Going on to the bench, we have 16 Lucchesi, 17 Spagliolo, 18 Zalocci, 19 Zambonin, 20 Vincent, 21 Zilani, 22 Page Relo, and 23 Marin. So Italy have gone for 6-2. Interesting. Now, to move on to the game, as I said, this is so much more for Italy, as if Italy get a bonus point win in this game and Scotland and France get nothing out of their games, which, to be honest with you, is a fairly high possibility, Italy will come third. But to avoid a defeat, Italy need at least 1 point. They are, I believe, I've got the table up here, 4 ahead of Wales. So basically, if Italy get a losing bonus point or anything like that, they should be okay. Because even if Wales got a bonus point, the points difference still stands in Italy's favour. But no, Italy have a chance to have a really good finish. Wales as well, we can't take out the fact that they'll be fighting. They know that if Wales can get a big win over Italy, they will avoid the wooden spoon. But what can I see happening in this game? I think it will be quite a tight game. I think both teams will try and arm wrestle the other one out. And I actually think Italy will get the top of Wales. I really do. I just, from what we've seen, especially last week by Italy, now yes, I would admit last week was probably more of a capitulation by Scotland. But I just think that what Italy even showed then, they're good enough to beat this Welsh team. A Welsh team who is still in development, still lots of young players who, are looking good. And don't get me wrong, in a few years' time, once those young players have built up some experience and stuff, I can see this Welsh team being back to as good as we all know they can be. And I've just remembered that I completely forgot to put out the poll for you guys. I did put the poll out, I just completely forgot to read it out to you. So, you guys said... Let me just find it. 64% of you have sided with Italy over Wales. So, you've said it's going to be tight, but you've sided with Italy, which is really, really interesting. Looking at the other results again, I'll preview those games when the teams are out. I know the Scotland team's out. I can tell you if the France, England or Ireland, I've not seen them at the moment of recording. But Italy, Wales is pretty tight. They are all a lot more tighter than previous rounds. But yeah, that's the thoughts. And I'd agree. I think Italy mild favourites. Can they live up to being mild favourites? A game that a majority of people would probably expect them to win. I mean, how long ago was it that we were in this situation? Because I think against Scotland, a few people said they might do it, but no one, seriously said, I think Italy are favourites. I definitely didn't. I know I said they might do it, but, here we are. But yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll be back with the other two previews today. I mean, as I said, I don't know if some of the teams are out yet. I know the Scotland one is, but yeah. Thank you very much, and I shall see you all later.